Hello again. My name is Christopher Cole, and because I'm recording this in May of 2017, I am the first vice chair of the Pima County Libertarian Party. Now, I have seen, and maybe you have also, a lot of commercials about the repeal of Obamacare and how it's going to kill everybody. I've also seen a lot of commercials that praise the plan that the House Republicans passed. Well, got a few points to make on health care. First off, the Democrats say that health care got repealed. No, it didn't. Health insurance is not health care. They made a bunch of other claims. People with pre-existing conditions may be denied care except by paying humongous premiums on their health insurance. Well, why should I get the same health insurance premiums for a pre-existing condition that you without a pre-existing condition pay? Give you a couple of quick examples. I don't buy car insurance until I hit somebody. Then I go out and I demand that I be insured at the same rate I would have paid before I hit somebody. And I demand that the insurance company pay off that person and get them the medical treatment they need and whatever else. Does that sound fair? Does that sound right? Does that sound moral? Here's another similar example. This is my apartment. Now, let's say I don't have renter's insurance, and let's say you walk into my apartment, and because I left something on the floor, you trip, fall, and you break an arm. Then I demand the right to buy renter's insurance at the same payments I would have made before you walked in. And I demand that the insurance company pay your medical bills. Does that sound moral? Does that sound fair? Health insurance for pre-existing conditions is not moral. It is not fair. But the Democrats are using that as if it is somehow the greatest advance in human civilization since the invention of the stone axe. Now, I don't like Trump care either. It is marginally better, but it still takes too much power from you and gives it to them Democrats, Republicans, or whatever them bureaucrats are. It still takes too much power from your doctor and gives it to them bureaucrats. It still costs too much, and it still violates the federal Constitution from everything I can read in the federal Constitution. The federal Constitution gives the authority and responsibility for health care to the states or to you. Obamacare, Trump care, both take power away from you and give it to them Democrats, them Republicans, whoever them bureaucrats are. So Obamacare, Trump care, they're not about health care. They're about an unconstitutional power grab. Now, if we got rid of the federal government's interference with health care, oh, what a nice idea. If we got rid of the federal government's interference, you could probably walk into your doctor, get a routine checkup, pay out of your own pocket, and it wouldn't break the bank. But because of Obamacare, of Trump care, of the federal government's interference, you can't do that. And they're directly responsible for that. You need to get the federal government out of health care. You need to get your health care decisions away from the bureaucrats that have never spent a day in their life in medical school. Them bureaucrats whose only health care expertise is filling out forms, looking down a chart. Okay, the doctor says you've got this. The doctor recommends this. The doctor is not allowed to prescribe this. Without looking at you, without spending one single second examining your condition. Not that they know, what your condition is. They don't care. You're just paperwork. That's all you are, paperwork. And they get paid for paperwork. They don't get paid for curing you. They don't get paid for making your life easier. They get paid for paperwork. And that means they overrule your doctor. Your doctor who spent quite some time examining you, who has probably a lot of experience with you and your health conditions, knows that when you're coughing, well, given your history with tuberculosis, he's going to be or she is going to be very, very concerned about that. That bureaucrat in Washington? Nah. Doctor says you got this. Doctor wants to prescribe that. Doctor's not allowed to prescribe that. You die. I'm a veteran. I am a retired NCO in the United States Air Force. I go to the VA. Now the VA here in Tucson is pretty good, usually. It's considered one of, if not the best in the country. The VA system, overall, is a death machine for veterans. Read the stories. How many people died in Phoenix? How many people have died in LA? How many people have died here, there, wherever? If you want to go back far enough, before the various tribal nations started putting up casinos and could do their own health care, the Indian Health Service was third world quality at best. The VA's almost there. The rest of the country's going to go there if the federal government keeps their finger stirring the pot. If the federal government keeps the bureaucrats in charge of your health care. That's it. Look at it. Examine both sides of the issue. You'll find out that, yeah, the federal government does more harm than good in healthcare. As always, if you don't examine both sides of an issue honestly, you don't have an opinion. You're a parrot. And all I'm hearing on healthcare is, Polly want a cracker, Polly want a cracker. Good day.